gentlemen, it is me, Dr. Donna. Welcome to today's personal accountability. Today's topic, mental bandwidth. What is the first thought that enters into your mind when you hear mental bandwidth? The definition that I will be using today is this: mental bandwidth is your brain's ability to process your available capacity for prioritization and performance. Real leaders protect it, train it, and don't waste it. So it's your brain's available capacity to process, prioritize, and perform. I have a question for you today. How much mental bandwidth do you currently have? How much availability do you currently have to process, prioritize, and perform? I'm going to give you two scenarios: what mental bandwidth looks like when it's being drained, and what it looks like when it's being protected. When it's being drained, it starts with multitasking. So it splits your attention and weakens neural efficiency. We know that the brain cannot multitask. So all you're doing is going from task to task to task to task and starting over. It can't do it. You are asking your brain to be less efficient when you multitask. Next up, decision fatigue. And what this does is it depletes your prefrontal cortex reserves, because not only are you making decisions for yourself, you're making decisions for all of the other unaccountable people who don't want to make their own decisions. Next is negativity bias. Oh, we're all wired for negativity bias. And what that does is it activates the amygdala and hijacking begins. Yes. And so that cortisol just starts releasing to the hippocampus, and it makes its way up to the prefrontal cortex and gives you brain fog. And now your cognition is even more depleted. Number 4, unresolved emotional loops. And what this does is this overstimulates the insula, and it slows your working memory down. And then finally, number 5, digital overconsumption. Manufactured dopamine. Scrolling and scrolling and scrolling overloads your attention circuits. And when you're done scrolling, you're streaming and streaming and streaming. And now you don't have any mental bandwidth. So I'm going to ask you again, how much mental bandwidth do you have in this moment? Now, the other scenario is this. Here is what it looks like when your mental bandwidth is protected. You attend morning mental workouts daily or with frequency based upon your schedule multiple times a week. Next, you have downloaded the breathing app of your choice, and you are focused on breathing and vagal tone activation. Woo-sa. Time blocking and delegation. We know that delegation is one of the real leader principles, and you delegate to free up mental bandwidth. And you also block out time for yourself, and you set a boundary, and you ensure that no one can come into your boundary time blocked time for you. Number 4, single tasking and reflective pauses. There's no multitasking over here. You execute the Pomodoro effect, where you perform tasks 10 to 25 minutes at a time, and then you take a 5 to 10 minute reflective pause. And then you go back and complete the task or start a new task, and you use that throughout your day. And then finally, daily brain-based routines for your executive function. And you get to decide what those are. I do the brain bit every day during the live, at the end of the lives, but you have the ability to go and work on your working memory. You can do puzzles, you can do luminosity, you can do Excel. There's so many ways that you can do daily brain-based routines. You can do Duolingo, and you can even read. That's how you protect your bandwidth. And I'll leave you with this simple Dr. Donna quote. You can't pour excellence from a brain running on fumes. You can't pour excellence from a brain running on fumes. Protect your mental bandwidth because it is not infinite.